Hey man, Freddie, why don't you look at it from a different perspective? Because the entire system is so corrupt. They have to use people that are independent. Look how many years. It's over 12 years, 12 to 13 years the people have been thieving money at that place. And nobody didn't cause it. The minister say auditors and all of them things. So the trust, remember Jamaican people have little or no trust in the government, per se, and the police. And it's not the people's fault, it's the previous government fault. And then this government are continue the same policy. Because remember, one thing with both political parties, them have one enemy in common. I remember, it's the police. You understand? So that's the reason why I'm doing that for calm. You have to understand PR. So that's the reason why the minister, they are doing that. The minister and the prime minister, they are doing that. And them not going to pay the FBI no money and anything. That will be free. Is they understand what I'm saying? Them reciprocate it because them have joint agreement with each other and everything. Because we have Jamaican police in America, we work out of the embassy and all of them things, vice versa. Where when they come on to drugs dealing in America and all them things, when the same Jamaican police, them watch to and all kind of things. So FBI, Jamaican police now go pay them $1. You understand? The American now fund that and them thing there. All of the logistics and everything fully paid by American people. So that's how, so American are not like no private firm. You can't pay American government to do anything. Blessed love, man. Cool. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To my loyal subscribers and viewers at the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior and believe that using fear, coercion and threats of violence to get whatever they want from the residents, and if their demands are not met, it is going to be Madden's or Kingston Public Hospital. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. Those who are pointing fingers at the theft of money from SSL without any evidence coming from law enforcement community are ill-advised, naive and short-sighted. And as I said before, those who do not know the truth are fools. Only low IQ criminals would call the police on themselves when they know the evidence is pointed at them and they know that they have done something wrong. I have noticed the deafening silence of Comrade Mark Golden, the leader of the PNP LGBTQ plus party, who has been silent on matters and not offering his party in any way to create and enforce the laws of Jamaica in a bipartisan manner. Where art thou, Mark? Where art thou? Yes, and the reason why we are saying that because we hears the Minister of Finance came out that the FBI, would be addressing the matter, and only a fool would call International Law Enforcement Agency, knowing that they have dirty laundry there. So if anyone who have any common sense to know that for the entire time that I have been in Jamaica, irrespective of the amount of crimes that people within the PNP LGBTQ plus party committed, they have never, ever had called the international police to investigate a matter of this magnitude. Although they have done some wicked things to the people of Jamaica, especially when it comes out to FINSA, and they destroy even comrade's life, Dr. Paul Blight from Westmoreland. Yes, and PJ parties to kick him out of his cabinet because he have done, commit criminal acts, I should say, but he wasn't arrested or something nefarious there about it is alleged. And they fall out because PJ Patterson is a very vindictive man. When he was the party leader. If PJ Patterson didn't want you in the PNP LGBTQ plus party, you cannot stay there, running out of town, nobody in the Caribbean cannot hire you, you have to go elsewhere. That's how vindictive and evil that black man was. So as we continue the journey, I want you to listen to this esteemed detective who's going to give you some synopsis about what is going on with this investigation. As I've said before, I welcome this. I welcome the FBI into the Jamaica. And finally, we in the diaspora are breathing a sigh of relief because the FBI is coming to Jamaica. And we know that they're going to reveal a lot of dirty things that have been going on at this entity, or should I say scam portfolio agent entity, because it seems like it's all scammers there. So I want to listen to this detective and then we continue the journey.
Yeah, man, I saw the post, and I was going to respond, but I said, let me listen a little more if anybody had reacted to it. So, but basically, some of what you say is what I just had to it, that there is the FBI would also have an interest to find out if any of this money is lodged overseas. As a matter of fact, I think they might even call in the DEA, because to find out if this money involved in any drugs or anything like that. But the investigation should be broad, man. And what happened, I personally don't have any confidence in the investigative bodies in Jamaica. Neither the FID nor the police force that is investigating. I don't have any confidence in them because of corruption, as I said. And this is something that I have been calling for quite some time, maybe 3 to 4 years ago, for the government to get the FBI, Scotland Yard, and perhaps the Royal Mounted Police more integrally involved in investigation in Jamaica. Not because I believe that our people are not competent and have the skill set and the experience and training. We have a lot of very qualified, intelligent investigators who know to investigate, but my trouble is the corruption. It's not anything else. It's the corruption, because once something happens, once there's an intervention, political intervention or money intervene, if case can go anywhere. You understand? So this FBI thing, and they say FBI and others, so I don't know who else they're looking at. They might be looking at others. I don't know if they're going to another jurisdiction or they're going to use others within the United States. But I think it's a good approach. It like I said, brings a certain amount of transparency and integrity to the investigation. Because I'm telling you something, where they perceive or real, the people do not trust the police and the FID. They don't trust our investigative arm, and that's bad. So at least that it will bring some credibility and integrity to the present investigation.
Well, when you're talking about somebody who's fair and natural, and he just is a man who shoots from the hip, this detective. And whatever this man tells you, to some people it might sound harsh, but he's what you call the truth teller. Yes, this policeman is a truth teller. And you know how it is in Jamaica. When you're a truth teller, you're marked by the organization, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because when you're a truth teller, you don't have friends in high places, because you have to understand how the police force operates. It's either you're a part of a clique or you're gonna get stick. So it's either you be a part of the clique or you're going to get stick. And everything that he has said, I agree with him, because I do believe, I am very, very happy that the FBI is coming, because when the FBI come, you're going to hear some names who have stole all this money. So we'll continue the journey, and I want you to listen to what this detective is saying regarding this matter.
Ready, me guys, tell you something, you see? from the other day, I have been watching this thing, you know. I mean, I'm not jump out there too quick, you know, because I have a whole by experience. I mean, I've been studying the thing for decades. Been watching these two political parties closely. You see, one of the strategies that the PNP has, and I think they learned it from communist Cuba and Russia in the 70s. One of their strategy, you know, one of the communist strategy is to blame the opponent for the very same thing that you are doing. They learned that well in the 70s, and they still practice a lot of things that they learned back then, you know. They have not stopped. So they launch a blistering attack against Holness and the JLP, you know, and Vaz, and they try to implicate them. But show me know how them operate, me just sit down and watch. And the fact that there's an ongoing investigation to me say me now get double in it. Because some things I go unveil, you know. I don't even know, first of all, I got this somewhere and I haven't, it's not confirmed. But if you go by their modus operandi, man, if you go by how they operate, you understand? I in my mind, I said, let them have something cover. And I mean, I was just watching and waiting. Because I said, there's an ongoing investigation going on. See them calling FBI and something, you know. So we shouldn't even say too much about it. But I mean, if you go by their modus operandi, man, I don't put anything behind them. And one of the challenges I find with the JLP is that when I say challenges, it's a part of the policy of the JLP not to boot people that don't work. So these people the PNP appoint, they keep them work. The PNP did the opposite of that. Then boot you out of your work, whether you did a professional. Once another them appoint you, and your contract expire, then I renew. The JLP is known to renew it.
Well, you know, so far, this woman, her name is Janice Holness, you know, and this information is coming from high-level sources. I've confirmed that the former executive director of the Financial Services Commission, which is the FSC, you know, FSC would monitor SSL, who was in a romantic relationship and shared the same house with Fitz Jackson for many years, was the one that stopped SNL from being shut down many years ago. She was executive from 2013 to 17. So how that's happened? Well, maybe Fitz Jackson eat a food, you know, because at Jamaica that is a eat a food country, you know. But so far the information that has been leaked, because you know that's how it is, you know, because everybody's on the P and Qs, you know. So the information so far that has been leaked with connection to this thieving money, when it come on, we cannot say. Well, Miss Holness was appointed, you know, by the PNP LGBTQ plus government when they were in power. So you understand, and the JLP kept her. That's what they, you know, that's what they have said. But you know, we'll continue the journey, and we're just hoping for the best. But we know that this thing is not going away anytime soon, and we are very, very happy that the FBI coming, because a lot of feathers would be ruffled. So I wanted to listen to what this learned detective is saying on the matter, because you know we have to get, you know, people who are neutral and independent, and they just tell you what it is. Some people, you know, the truth in Jamaica, most people see the truth as one-sided. Because, like, for instance, if I says that, PJ Patterson was kicked out of Michael Manley's cabinet because of the Iran sugar deal and the Shell Weaver scandal, just by saying that, you know what comrades say, oh yeah, labor right, you know, just saying that, and that's the truth. If I said that, you know, that Jack Smith, Siaga made the police them arrest Jack Smith and send him to prison for thief farm worker money, you just hear deafening silence from the labor rights them, because so far I have said some damning thing about the JLP LGBTQ plus party and government. And it's only one, I can tell you, it's only one person that ever said anything, respond to, you understand? And to him, you know that he's an ideologue, you know, because he doesn't care about truth or anything like that. Because to him, I was attacking the Prime Minister and, you know, and how dare me to say those things about him, and because and then, you know, as usual, he threw the police. Oh yes, man, you come from jungle, so you're PMP a long time, and I'm like, wow, okay. I know that I am on Team Jamaica. I am not on Team PMP LGBTQ plus, because the reason why I'm not on any team, I am the first person from out of the ghetto who have witnessed what the PMP have done in the 1970s with 2 police officers in my community. You can ask George Pang, anybody who live in Jordanstown and Jungle, ask George Pang, he knows about police Barry and police Big Youth. Those 2 police officers were the ones who are responsible for issuing guns to young men in Jonestown. Even the M16 that police killed General Starkey with, it was given to him by police Barry, the M16 rifle. So we continue the journey.
Ironically, Michael Manley appointed a commission of inquiry to investigate if that fire. When Siaga won 80 October, he did not change the commissioners. You know what the commissioner found? The finding of the commissioner is that the eventide room was the fire was the result of an electrical short circuit. So all of a sudden, the member said them in Siaga and the CIA burned it down. Because the placards that the song of PNP supporters had, you know. So Siaga and the Siaga, my God, tell us something. So Siaga and the CIA burned down eventide, and they said they were coming to the parliament for Siaga. And we had to barricade them away from the parliament, further down away from the parliament, down Joseph by 79, where the police used to have them test that time. I was a part of the contingent of police out there. I was a member of the team, 20th of May 1980. I remember that well. So, and then the question is, where did the PMP find communication to arrange that strong of supporters without telephone, without WhatsApp, without any form of technology for Ghana, that kind of crowd? And we write placard so quick, and we come out there and go and demonstrate people in a PMP colours. So they are very strategic when it comes to these things, you know. Very, very strategic. So I have been watching the thing, and I said to myself, no man, you know, it's a smoke without fire. Them attack the JLB, launch a blitzing attack against the JLB, you know. But that don't frighten me. Come here, watch. I mean, know some things are going to start to come out. We're going to show you, and this is now why it is important now for us to learn these things and follow them, and don't forget them. That is my strength, you know. I remember the things, and I have been around a long time, and I have been watching it from in the 70s. I've been watching very keenly too, you know, and that is why I shifted my focus away from the PNP, because I used to be a strong supporter of the PNP. Matter of fact, like I said to you before, my background is a PNP background, a strong PNP background I have, but I couldn't in all conscience support the People's National Party. Couldn't, and I don't find any reason yet. My supporters say they told them hate police, but I differ. I totally disagree with Mr. Porter with that. Totally. I think Mr. Porter is personalizing this thing because of his gun license thing. I think so. That's my personal view. That him personalizing anything because of the gun license. If you look at the conduct of the Jamaica Labour Party, Andrew Wallace led the Jamaica Labour Party, for example, how could you disrespect police and not like police, and you spend billions of dollars that the other government didn't?
Well, you know, in regards to, you know, the learned detective comments about, you know, me, you know, my comments about both political party do not like police. And one of my reasons why I have said that, you know, you said the Indicom Act. Yes, the Indicom Act that has caused the criminals to have this enormous amount of powers And the police, Jamaican police are the only, most of you people who are not that educated when they come on to the law and rights of citizen. In Jamaica, Jamaican police are the only police officers in the world. When I say in the world, I'm talking around the globe, that do not have any rights under the Constitution. Yes, so let me tell you, they don't. The Jamaican police do not have any rights under the Constitution. And that is one of the reasons why the young police officers, they are fleeing the police force in droves. Because this is it. And that's why I said that both political parties do not like the police force. And I can tell you, you see the Indicom Act, it's a dream come true for the PNP LGBTQ plus party when the American extradite Dudus and the JLP party, out of spite and retaliation, sign on to the Indicom Act and give the PNP LGBTQ plus a victory. They have been trying that from 1994. Yes, PJ Patterson have been trying from 1994 to give us the Indicom Act in Jamaica. And the most hated man that police do not like, Edward Siaga, said that if they bring in that act, crime is going to increase and criminals and people are going to live in abject fear in Jamaica. So said, so done. But Bruce Golding gave Jamaica the Indicom Act. And the reason why I said that both political parties do not like police officers, because that's the only thing that the both political party, one enemy, both political party have in common, the police. And I can outline, there are so many things. On God's earth, a police officer, and I have never been shot. I have never been shot by a gunman in Jamaica, thank God. And I'm very happy. I am very, very happy, and I am a very God bless man, because I've even when I graduated from the police. Yes, I graduated from the Jamaica Police Academy in December 1988. I was the youngest police officer in my batch then. 18, 8 months and 2 weeks and 6 days. So that's all. I was the youngest police officer out of my batch. And I could have been killed before I was 20. You understand? And I've experienced so many things in my police career. Seen police officers shot close to me and all kind of stuff. More than once. When I was in St. Elizabeth and when I was in St. Andrew South. And the reason why I'm passionate about the firearm licensing, especially when it comes down to police officers, if you serve in the police force and you, as for me, and migrated overseas, because look, people, you see, when you're a police officer in Jamaica, I can tell you this, any police officers are going to get paid tomorrow the 25th. And I can tell you that most police officers tomorrow, they might can buy 2 beer and that's it, because they are broke. I am just talking to you in a mama papa conversation, Jamaican. Broke, they don't have no money. So when you're police, you're pretty much right there as a beggar. And there's so many reasons why my main reason why I left is because of the corruption, the people that were in charge of me, and trying to manangle me, but they could not. So they use their powers, and what they do in the police force, when they cannot corrupt you as a detective, they take away your gun. Some people then put them in a guard room, tell them to go wear the charges at the uniform, and I am a no nonsense person, so I don't take that. I didn't take kindly to it, you understand. So we'll continue the journey.
Then to furnish the police with equipment to train 1,200 plus police annually, to increase the establishment to 18,000, up from 13,000 to 18,000, and rapidly trying now to bridge the gap and bring the numbers up. so that you have adequate boots on the ground, and you equipping them, giving them all kind of technology, spending billions of dollars on cameras, body arm, all kind of something, and I equip them with much vehicle and helicopter, police have European all and something. I billions of dollars them cost in a man. So we can't agree with Porter. If we say this government and the next government disrespect police and you like police. No. You can't use one incident with the gun license and the government is in the firearm place there is independent. It's an independent body. The government is not supposed to interfere with it. A PMP is sitting that. So Mr. Porter, I totally disagree that this government anti-police. I totally disagree with you. All I oppose them for the Jamaica Labour Party. That has never been the case on Siaga time, that they're anti-police. Never been the case. As a matter of fact, the JLP government is known to support the police in several ways. And my first experience with it is when Siaga won that election in October 1980 and furnished the police with them 6 million people never give them. And gave police a full authority to go deal with criminal all about the place. No criminal, a matter of fact, I can report to this and in gang down to the police and go back down the next man, kind of rid of them. And that's the JLP for you. We can't say the same thing about the BNP. So Mr. P, who has no, if you got your bed, but we don't agree with the party because the evidence is not in support of what you are saying. And you can't use the fact that Shane Dallin revoke ex-police license because they live abroad. But by the way, people have a responsibility if you go renew the license, set time off, set your time, so they go license renew. So the man can justify renew it, and you probably should appeal. They have your appeal still. So, I don't know. That's a matter that the Prime Minister couldn't take up, or the JLP couldn't take up, because that's political interference in the FLA. The JLP doesn't do that. So you need to get the facts together, brother.
Well, as you know, at this channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law. And we do believe that every person in Jamaica who can obtain a gun license is supposed to be able to get the same to defend their life. Even recently, a police officer who was with me at Unsby, a uniformed police officer, this police officer was shot along Waltham Park Road. If any of you who are from Kingston 13 and know Tugman, where Tugman used to change his tire, this policeman, close range, 2 gunshot, and he could not even use his hand, his shooting hand, and he was able to pull his gun from the other when he was getting when the man shot him, and to kill the man. And that policeman had to be in rehab for months, and the man even returned to work when he was able to use his hand. And they revoke that police officer's gun. Say he does not live in Jamaica. And this man, he has a business down here. He has a truck. Unlike me, I based on my job in America, there are certain things that I cannot do in Jamaica. You understand? So my situation is totally different from his. They haven't revoked my gun, but they revoked his gun and others, and I am really upset about that. Well, we know that it's the PMP that took it away from the police, Dr. Peter Phillips, and we know nothing has been going on there since but corruption, and that is one of my beef about the FLA. So we'll continue the journey. We're very, very happy about what is going on, with the FBI coming down to Jamaica to do this investigation, really is thieving people. And, normally I would, after 15 minutes, I would stop, but there are so many people on the channel who drive truck, and they say they enjoy the channel. They rather it 1 part than getting it 2 part, because pretty much I am robbing them of digesting the thing, and I am leaving them. I'm not leaving them in limbo, so that they can get the full episode of, whatever that we're doing over here. But you know, as we continue the journey, the Jamaican people want to see bipartisanship to deal with our crime problem, to reduce the criminality, and make the people more accountable for their actions, and not any pat on the shoulder and tell them to behave. You know, Jamaican people don't want the people, the government to do that. The Jamaican want to see unity in fighting crime, and not one party doing all the heavy lifting to take out this monster. Fix Jackson, the FBI is coming. Did you get any of the money? That's what we are asking you at this channel, and Jamaican people want to know, because you were in this intimate relationship with Janice Holness and living together, and when they wanted to shut down the SSL, it was she and you, and the next thing they scrap it. They didn't bother to close it down, and it could prevent Usain Bolt from losing his money. So, but we continue the journey, because we're going to see, what's going on. Where are the stop orders? Because there's supposed to be stop orders at the ports, to prevent all of these thieves who have stolen money from this man, 10 million US, because there are countries in the world that there's no extradition treaty with Jamaica. But hopefully, I hope Uncle Sam, because it's American currency, I hope Uncle Sam can take these people to America and try them and last them, send them to prison, and put them in some solitary confinement. Because when they go in solitary confinement by themselves, them start getting mad, That's how America do it, You could have bad little money, so once Uncle Sam grab you, I'm going to put you in a cell by yourself, lock you down for 23 hours. You don't even see light. You can't sleep for 24 hours, believe you me, Not even light, you see. Them just come and put your food through a little window. Not even your hand can push through the window. 23 hours. So, we'll continue the journey. So, Holness, that's the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. GLP says that they have no accounts at SSL. He further stated that neither he nor any member of his family has ever borrowed from SSL or received any form of credit facility from the investment firm. So the Prime Minister says that. The Prime Minister says he has no active account or funds at the fraudulent investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited. In a media release on Tuesday afternoon, that's yesterday, Holness noted that he had disclosed in February 2016 that he had held investment in brokerage account with SSL, which was opened in 2008. However, he said in September 2021, he liquidated the last remaining financial instrument managed by the SSL and gave instruction for his account to be closed. So the man said him not the labor, them not have no money there. And this is what he says, the Prime Minister. I have no funds currently with SSL, and I have not done business with SLL since September 2021, Holness said. He further stated that neither he nor any member of his family has ever borrowed money from SSL or received any form of credit facility from the investment firm. So I don't know if you know this this guy, what is Ricky Trooper, the guy that same with a wear. He would dress up anywhere for go play a one gay party. And people have been saying, you see him and with him, and him say all kind of things and say the Prime Minister. But Ricky Trooper is a propagandist, and him he already shows on that he's a PMP activist, and him said that straight, he didn't hide it, unlike the other selectors. So he already made it known that, hey, look, I am a PMP activist, and Ricky Trooper has been saying things about the Prime Minister. So we'll continue the journey. The Prime Minister said he don't have any money there. So I'm going to give you, you know what? I'm going to give you a video about Ricky Trooper and a telephone call. I am telling you, say, these people, that's why I say, the PNP LGBTQ plus party have some people over there, believe you me, You understand? I don't know how them do it, but we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we are on Team Jamaica, not no PNP LGBTQ plus or no PNP LGBTQ plus. We don't into that. You understand? It says the public must be assured that the political class has no conflict of interest that would prevent, delay, or dilute efforts to ensure that the truth of the allegation is uncovered. Those responsible are held to account and the victims receive justice. He stated and highlighted the need for transparency in the matter. In the meantime, the Jamaica Labour Party, led by Andrew Holness, said it never has and does not currently hold any account at SSL. General Secretary of the party, Dr. Horace Chang, also National Security Minister, said the GLP has complete confidence the government will use all its legal powers to resolve the issues at SSL. Chang also urged those with information on the alleged fraud at the company to cooperate fully with the authority. Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and the others of the... Wait, and forget about my big friend Michael Phillips, when big juggist brother get locked up the other day. Yeah, they haven't, after PNP LGBTQ plus party, Jamaican people want to hear you declare your hand that you don't have any money invest in SSL and you haven't received any money from them. Come out like the liberator and tell the Jamaican people that get none of the thieving money or scam the people them. The Jamaican people would love that. Make the Jamaican people know that your hands are clean. Make the Jamaican people know that. Stop putting muddy in the water with propaganda. Stop using your surrogates like Ricky Troopers and the other low IQ people. Listen to what he is willing to do. Because as Jamaica, we are not on any side. We are on Team Jamaica. And we want the truth. We know the FBI and Uncle Sam will trace and find every dollar and where the transfers were sent and return it to Usain Bolt and others. Most good, decent, honest, ethical, hard-working, conscientious, truthful, and patriot Jamaican do not care about any political party. All they want is the result that the Jamaican party is Team Jamaica. They don't care about no PNP LGBTQ plus or no PNP LGBTQ plus. All the Jamaican people care about is Team Jamaica. That's it. Nobody don't care about no party. The people want Jamaica to return to its glory days. Even of the 1980s, the 1970s was bad people. So we don't want to go back to the 70s, at least the 80s. The 80s there was no artificial borderline in Jamaica, I am telling you. When I was a young police, people who are from Mapen, I used to walk from 19 Mile. As a young police, 19 and mash. Walk from 19 Mile, walk back to Mapen police station. I don't have to go any further. I am telling you, like 3, 4 o'clock. You understand? That's how it is. That we're on the street, going back to Mapen police station. Nobody trouble me. But I have my hog leg, walk with my hog leg. You understand? Yes, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like what you have heard, click the subscribe. Click the bell, select all, like the video, share the video, and comment below. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.